Okay, this is a tutorial for part 3 of Voyager Skygazer activity number 6, seasonal constellations. What's up and when? So the first thing we need to do is go to Explore and open up our planisphere. And you'll see that we can maximize the view, make it a bit larger. And this is just simply looking at, based on what time of the year it is, what constellations are high in the sky, what constellations are setting in the west, what constellations are rising in the east, and what constellations cannot be seen at this particular time of the year. Let us open up the stick figure, the astronomical figures of the constellations to help us out with seeing them, and then let's also turn on the names of not only the constellations but the stars. All right, for May, we learned before in part 2 that May is considered the spring set of constellations. So if you think of it this way, what was seen in the few months prior to our current month will be setting in the west. So if May is predominantly spring constellations, then it makes sense that winter, the previous season, these constellations will be setting in the west. And again, Leo is one of those constellations that's a transition constellation from winter to spring. So here we see Leo setting in the west. We have the dominant spring constellations then, Boötes, Hercules, Aquila rising up in the east, as well as some of the few zodiac constellations, Virgo, Libra, Scorpius, and Sagittarius down on the southern horizon. Okay? So of course the season after spring would be summer, so it makes sense to say that the constellations rising in the east would be the summer constellations. And that's how you want to proceed with part 3. Ask yourself, what season preceded the current season that you're looking at? So in this case, spring. Winter would precede spring. Summer is going to follow spring, of course. And then the constellations that we cannot see are part of the fall season. So that concludes tutorial over part 3 of activity number 6.